What's up, OCBL fans? This is your commissioner, Zico Pepic, here for another episode of Pass First, Shoot Later. I'm here with my homies, my teammates, my partners in crime in this league. Omar Almadine, he is hard at work at the gym. Michael Van Wyck, he's at home, just put his kids to bed, so he's got some free time right now. Guys, how you doing?
Good. How about you, man?
Good, man. Busy day.
Yeah. Tell me
Omar,
about it.
Omar, how many calories you burned so far?
I just started my workout that Marcus Bradley got me on.
You got 950 to go. I'm gonna let Marcus know everything that's going on, bro.
Hey, look, it's live recorded, so I'm not cheating it right now. So
Marcus, he's committed. He's committed.
Hey, what's that diet though? You go vegan?
I will say the view is not flattering for you, Omar.
I know. I try to change the look as much as possible. You don't want this look, do you?
No, it's better than what you had before, man.
Here you go. Hey, Marcus, I tried to find every excuse not to show up right now so I can get on the Zoom call. But you can see, I'm trying.
Yeah, he got on, Marcus. He's committed to the league and to his diet, so everything's good.
Just exercise. Maybe not diet. What's the diet? I couldn't go vegan.
He was just on vacation for what was it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Omar? So
A week and a half, yep.
God knows how much you cheated on that vacation.
Shit, I didn't. I wish I did. I'd feel better. I wish I did.
All right, guys. So we're doing this episode because we are announcing all-star starters. There's also some information I kind of want to get out. I want to do it via podcast. Sometimes I get tired of writing. I'm typing all day for work. I don't want to sit and type a bunch of 8-page articles for you guys. It's a little easier just talk it through. I talk a lot anyway, so I know Mike and Omar are usually sick of how much I talk anyway, but we're going to do it this way this time. You guys cool with that?
Absolutely. Talking's better than text sometimes.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump into all-star starters, and then we can go through the rest of this. So the way this is going to work, there were 4 guards picked and then 6 forwards and centers. The top guard and the top forward are actually going to be captains of the teams. So those guys are going to pick the starters and the rest of the roster. We'll do that in a Zoom conference call if I can coordinate with them, hopefully, just like the NBA does, where LeBron and Giannis are picking their teams. So the leading guard vote getter was Justin Johnson from Flyballers.
Okay.
So he's going to be one of the captains.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then for the forwards and centers, Noah Blanton from Cool Runnings.
Shout out Noah.
Yep.
There you go.
Great job, guys. Proud of you guys both. To round out the starting guards, we have Greg Roy from Happy Hoopers.
Nice.
Daniel Hernandez from Cool Runnings.
Nice.
Jason Payne from the Money Team.
Okay.
So those are your 4 guards: Justin Johnson, Greg Roy, Daniel Hernandez, and Jason Payne.
Okay.
And then for forwards and centers, next in voting was Marcus Bradley, followed by Connor Nally, Christian Clark, Matt Scott, and Jamaal Lee. So that's
Jamaal Lee.
Yeah, Jamaal Lee of Hoops Legend is going to be a starter. So you got Noah, Marcus, Connor, Christian, Matt Scott, and Jamaal Lee as your bigs. Justin, Greg, Daniel, and Jason as your guards. So really, really nice group. Really nice group.
Yes, sir. A couple of Happy Hoopers on there.
Yeah. Happy Hoopers, there were 2, and then Cool Runnings, there was 2, and also the Money Team, there was 2. So Omar, your team didn't get it. Oh wait, I got Marcus in there. You didn't get anyone in there.
You got one in there. It's all good. More motivation for playoff.
Speaking of playoffs, it's usually 1 versus 8. So you guys might be facing off against one another in the first round.
I'll be missing that game, but
yeah. Mike, how would it feel to miss that game due to surgery? I know you got an injury coming up. Injury that you got to have surgery for. How would it feel to lose that game in the first round in an elimination game to Omar, your old teammate?
Not even gonna happen. I got nothing but faith in my guys. We're loaded top to bottom.
I
Hey,
think
you know
you
what, Mike?
probably punch the wall and break your other hand.
You know what? And I'll be worried about that because come playoff time, everybody's record is 0-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I will
That's
say
all
this
right.
though. I would love to watch that guard matchup
I think
between Matt Scott, Greg Roy, Kenny Wright, and Dwayne Lee. That's going to be fun to watch when you guys play because both times those guys were missing. So
yeah. Last time I think Giles had 15 dunks. So
yeah, Omar had 4 guys in the court.
Mike, if you want to hang your hat on a game of 5-on-4, then that just tells me how playoffs is going to be.
I think it was
we
8
can
on
go.
4. They had subs
We-
too. So
we can go with what happened game 1 too. That's fine.
That was also 4. You
They
can't
had
count me
5.
as a fifth. You can't count me as a fifth. That don't count.
You played
But
a
no,
team in front of you.
all reality, playoffs is 0-0. After yesterday's win against Flyballers, I think we showed a lot of grit, a lot of fight. So hopefully we can come together for a late push in the
Yeah,
season.
you can get one more win and not have to play us round 1.
I'm pretty sure the way it is. Well, unless if Omar wins and Flyballers loses, then he might
It's
get
a
in. Although,
tiebreaker, right?
yeah.
And we got Flyballers last game of the year.
Well, the one thing is point differential. So that's the other thing we should talk about. So when we get to playoffs, the way it's going to work is the first decision is always going to be a head-to-head. So,
So we split.
yeah, if you're
If it's just a
Flyballers
fly
versus that's a great example. So Omar versus Flyballers, if that happens, you guys split. So then the next thing is going to go to point differential. If
Now,
somehow
is it overall point differential or is
it's
it
going to be
head-to-head?
between head-to-head point differential, and if head-to-head is matched again, then we're going to go to overall point differential.
I guess Mike see you in the first round, Mike.
If somehow in that point differential it's still tied, then it will go to most points scored for the season, and that's how we'll decide it. So you're looking
like I said,
yeah.
see Mike in the first round because they got the point differential on us. I look forward to that.
Our guys should be ready. They've been ready every game, so.
Your team's playing really well. I keep telling everybody the teams you want to look out for, the teams that are gelling, the teams that are playing together. Those are the teams, you don't want to play with them. I know you guys, I've been hyping up Cool Runnings. I'm still going to hype up Cool Runnings. I know you guys just had a big win against them this last game, but when they play together, that's a good team. I don't think they played together this last game, but I don't want to play them first round. So
don't you play them first round?
I don't know. That's the crazy part. All the middle teams we don't know. We have no clue.
It's all jumbled up after.
Yeah, it's all jumbled up. Like the team that is
because Recognize one, right?
Yeah. So that's the other thing. I play Recognize next week, so it could be like I end up being a 6th seed. I could end up being, I think, a 4th seed, all the way up there. So like, there's a lot of stuff that could change. So I have no clue on playing yet.
I'm glad you brought up Team Recognize. I do want to shout out Vito Evans, who was a late add to that team that didn't qualify as an all-star selection, but I think he will be one of the solid players in our league, and that was a great addition to that team.
Agree. Speaking
Shout out Vito
of
Evans.
all-stars, the reserves. I know we only announced 10 players there. The league gets to pick the starters. That's how we're doing it. But the reserves are going to be picked by us. So we are going to pick the reserves for the All-Star game. So we haven't decided on the amount of reserves per team. We have talked about having either 3 or 4. I think the whole situation is jerseys, right, Omar?
Yes, I actually, just so you know, there are some extras, so if we have to.
Okay. So we might have a couple extra guys there. Also, the other situation that happens, and so I'm just going to put this out there because I know it's going to happen. If a player is not able to make that night, which Marcus Bradley will not be there, we will vote who gets to be the next starter and then who will fill in as the alternate reserve. So we'll be announcing all that stuff shortly as well.
Very cool. And the date on the All-Star game is?
October 16th.
There you go.
So, guys, remember, there's no games this coming weekend. We're going to be playing again October 9th. October 9th is game 10, week 10. We're going to have the All-Star game October 16th. At the All-Star game, there's going to be the three-point contest. There's going to be the skills competition. There's going to be the dunk contest along with the All-Star game. We are also going to have an award ceremony. So I am going to give trophies to season's MVP, season's defensive player of the year. All those awards will be announced that night. So there's going to be prizes and stuff like that as well. So it should be a really fun night for everybody. Omar, how many calories you burned, bro? What's your watch telling you?
I watched. Well, for the day, I can tell you what I burnt for the day. Right now, for the day, I've burnt 922 calories so far.
All right, that's not bad. It's not bad.
And my intake for the day has been almost 1,900 calories.
It's not bad.
I had a
Marcus will be
lot more
happy
than
with
that.
that.
Shut up, Mike.
No, I said I ate a lot more than that.
Oh, you ate a lot more than that. I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
I
shit.
ate it. No. I just finished some ramen with some extra eggs that I made.
Oh, don't worry. Eggs are only 70 calories each, so they're not bad.
Yeah, but I just had 3 on top of ramen and chicken. That's why I drink iced tea, so I don't have extra calories.
So, guys, quick question. We're going to put diet aside for a little bit now. Were there any surprises in those starters? Was there someone there you guys thought you expected would be?
After the last time we did this podcast, we were talking about recognized, and then Christen kind of went off. I thought Christen was probably the starter. Christen
He is.
recognized. Oh, he is.
He is.
Okay.
He is a
Yeah,
starter.
I missed that. There you go. So there's no surprises.
Mike.
Just
he was
for
there.
reference, for anyone who might have forgot, the all-star starters for the
Late,
guards
man.
are Justin Johnson, Greg Roy, Daniel Hernandez, and Jason Payne. For the forwards,
Oh,
we
see,
have
I had him as a guard. That's why. You got him as a forward.
Forwards and centers, we have Noah Blanton, Marcus Bradley, Connor Nally, Christian Clark, Matt Scott, and Jamaal Lee.
There you go. See, I just had him as a guard, not a forward.
I'm actually, I guess I'm not really surprised too much. I think Greg is one of your late ads, right, Mike? So I thought maybe wasn't Anthony averaging more at one point? I thought Anthony would have made the All-Star team because he was leading the team early on in the season.
We had
Aaron was leading the team.
Aaron went off for a game.
Oh, Aaron too. Yeah, Aaron too.
Giles just against you guys before, he put up some high numbers, but now Greg came on. Greg gelled with us immediately. He's been a stud. Matt, same thing. Matt on ball D. I mean, realistically, any of our guys could have made that. Any of these guys starting. I'm shocked that Aaron didn't get it, but
Aaron's
there's a lot of good forwards in there. I mean, realistically, position-wise, I don't know if you'd say Matt the forward or a guard. I guess you're putting him at the 3 spot. If you look at our starting lineup, he's probably the 2 or the 3. Christen, I think he handles the ball a lot more, so I guess if we're putting him at the forward, you're putting him at the 3.
I think I actually had Anthony as a guard. And that's why I did that, because I had Anthony playing a lot of point for you guys. So
I don't think Anthony was on the list.
I think he was.
I don't think Anthony was on the list because
I'll
Giles
double
said
check
something,
that.
or Austin said something in our group chat. So.
I'll double check that, but I think I listed him as a guard.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, it is what it is. I think, like I said, any of our guys could have made it. I think there's a lot of guys that could have made it. If you look at the money team, David Baggett's been going off.
Yeah.
Connor's missed a couple games, but a lot of people. I mean, he's got some highlights out there. Both twins have been going off. Adam's new for them, but Adam had a big game to start with them. So I mean, there's lots of guys in this league, tons of guys from Hoops Legends. I mean, I don't want to say anyone's left off or a snub, but There's a lot of good players in this league.
As a reference, the next 3 guards that were voted in order as potentially being starters were Dwayne Lee, Dwayne Lee of Doba Sports, Mark Butler of Recognize, and Robert Morris of Hoops Legends. And then for forwards, we had Aaron Sargent, Giles Davis, and Dominic Cruz were tied for the next 3 spots. So, and then Yannick and Bago were right behind them as well. So,
that makes total how many?
that right there would have been 8 players total per team. So we'll mix and match it. We'll make it work. I think I'd have to play with a little because we're gonna have to pick between how many guards and how many forwards. So we might have to do something where there's nine players per team. So there's 2 extra guards and 2 extra forwards per team.
Well, and again, we got to confirm everyone can make it. Make sure they're going to be there.
Of course.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else you want to add? Or are we going to cut this one short?
Since you're not going in on anything, I got, as far as the league, I mean, from where it's at competition-wise, I think it's been great. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you see Omar on here, and he's in the bottom seed through really no fault of his own, just different guys showing up at different times, and they can win in any given Sunday since we play on Sundays. But it's been great. I think the competition's there. So yeah, I mean, I think the All-Star game is going to be exciting. A lot of guys who know how to play basketball.
I agree. I actually, if you had to go put money on any one team to win, it's kind of hard because you could literally say a number of teams can just go out and win it all. I honestly think that an injury could affect someone. Also, because like here, Mike, I know you're down. I know there's a couple other guys in the league right now that are playing that have just got hurt, and I know it's affecting their team. So I think
the body snatcher.
Well, there's one. He's got time to heal up. You know, that's the one good thing is you guys get a month before, essentially a month before we play again for the playoffs. So, some guys will heal up, but again, it's going to be that team that's gelling, the team that's rolling. So,
no, definitely.
Omar, you're sitting, bro. Marcus is watching.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll share my screen. I have 15 seconds on my rest for his app. So you know what? You can talk as much shit as you want, Marcus. I'm following the app.
I'm gonna text him right after this and tell him make sure he watches this. So, all right, guys, we'll leave it right there. Thank you guys for coming on, and I'll post this now so that everybody can hear the starters and watch Omar work out.
Get after it.
Hey man, I'm fine.
I need to go to the gym now. I got to work out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to bed.
I got to pack for my trip tomorrow. So,
well, Zico, you have a safe trip. Mike,
thank you, buddy.
Sir,
get some rest.
Yeah, you too. You need to sleep to recover from all that exercise.
Oh yeah, sleep for the dead, they say, right?
That's old. They don't say that no more.
All right, then, fellas.
All right, guys.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
Thank you, guys.
Sir.
All right. Bye.
Bye.